Hello, everybody. I thought it would be a good idea to go live because I have new books, and it's always fun to have new books. So it's unboxing time. I got 3 new books, so it's not too much. One book I've already opened, and I've been looking at it, and it's this one. Melodic Jazz Guitar Chord Phrases by Tim Lurch. And as always, let me know if the audio is okay and everything. You never know with these live streams. So I do Q&As with my patrons on once a month. And we talk about books, of course, and many other things. It's kind of fun. And this book came up almost every time for like months. I'm not sure if it was this book, actually. I think he's got 2 books. One is more focusing on chords, and this book is focusing on kind of licks. Over 200 chordal licks, riffs, runs, and phrases by Tim Lurch. So Tim Lurch, of course, is a guitar player, I think, from California, and he actually studied with the legendary Ted Green, and he carries on that kind of tradition. So he's kind of a solo guitarist. So this book is for that stuff. So kind of, if you're a solo guitarist, this stuff will help you. So it comes with audio. It actually comes with tons of stuff and video, but I didn't download the video. I felt like I just want the audio, and the audio is excellent. It was easy to access, and yeah, and it's got tabs and everything. So here are some rhythm changes phrases. So imagine you're playing like solo guitar over a standard, like take the A train. You're playing in a cafe, or not even the bass player. You need some stuff, and this kind of stuff is. So I'm thinking like somebody like Ted Green, of course, but also guitar players like Martin Taylor, that kind of stuff. So yeah, again, it would be good to know if I have audio, because if you can hear me, basically. All right, so let's open up some books. This one is from Germany. Hier öffnen, ouvrir. I understand that. Let's see what this is. Yep. Okay. Gypsy Fire by Andreas Oberg and Michael Horowitz. A collection of gypsy jazz pattern arpeggios for guitar. I've had this book for a long time as PDF. Somebody gave it to me, but I felt like I needed to get it. And it was actually kind of difficult to find. It seems to be out of print. I don't know what the publisher is. Oh, it's djangobooks.com. Okay. So Django Books is a website where you can purchase Django Reinhardt style guitars and everything. And so djangobooks.com is a fun website to go to and just check out really expensive guitars, if nothing else. And oh yes, it comes with a CD. And there you can order this if you're in the States. But for us Europeans, it's gonna add tax and everything. So I ordered it from a German website called djangoguitars.de or something like that. So you can find this book. So it's a gypsy jazz guitar book, which is kind of not that much common. There are a few books on gypsy jazz. Dennis Chang has a book which I made a video about, which is the best, I think. And then this one by Swedish guitarist Andreas Öberg. I'm going to pronounce his name the way it's supposed to be pronounced. Andreas Öberg. I've never met him, but I know a lot of people that played with him. He lived in Stockholm, and he was the big star. He kind of became world famous with this stuff. Incredible, unbelievable. And I saw him play a few times, and I played with people that played with him. But then he stopped playing. He is, I think, a pop songwriter. He writes like K-pop. I think, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but I think he lives in Korea or something and makes tons of money. But this book is very, very good if you are interested in learning about gypsy jazz. It has a bunch of etudes at the end of very common tunes that you find in this genre. And there's tabs, minor swing, etude, an etude over the tune China Boy. And there's also explanations on the picking. It's very important when you're playing this style that you understand the picking patterns. So I'm definitely gonna make videos about this. This one is pretty straightforward. I think I can play through this book pretty quickly. And this one I've played through most of the stuff. As I said, I have this stuff before. I just never had the book, and I felt I should actually purchase the book. It was kind of expensive, to be honest. But I guess because it's a small publishing, it's not a big publishing company. Next book. Unboxing. I should make unboxing videos. More gypsy jazz. Beginner gypsy jazz guitar. Master the essential skills of gypsy jazz guitar rhythm and soloing. Robin Nolan, who is one of the most famous gypsy jazz players. I've actually played with him once in Uppsala. And so I've met him, and he's a super nice guy. And yeah, this is supposed to be, let's see what it says. Blah, 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 blah. Some high praise from Hank Marvin. Hank Marvin is actually playing gypsy jazz these days. And Robin's new book is a treasure by none other than Jimmy Rosenberg. Jimmy Rosenberg is, of course, legend in this world. The most comprehensive gypsy jazz guitar method available. Let's see here what it says. Learn the must-know gypsy guitar chord shapes and when to use them. Perfect the fundamental technique of gypsy jazz guitar rhythm play. It's very important, right? That it's that you play rhythm in this proper way when you play this genre, and it's kind of difficult to explain in a book, I would imagine, how to do it. You have to kind of sit next to somebody who can do it, but I guess it's like that with everything. The Gypsy Waltz, chord shapes. Introduction to this is meant for beginners, I guess. I don't know if you mean, it probably means beginner gypsy jazz, not a beginner guitar player, right? Like you need to be able to play guitar, but maybe you're new to gypsy jazz. So I have no idea. Let's see the audio. They fundamental changes. This publishing company, they put, I think, all the audio on in the same place, and you just go there and get the audio, which is kind of smart because you don't need the audio. You could actually get the audio for every book, I think. But it's useless unless you have the book, right? So when you go there, you actually get inspired to buy more books when you see the audio. You know what I mean? So whereas some books are kind of complicated, you have to type in this long code to get the audio, and sometimes the download doesn't work. And but this came with a CD. I kind of like that. Maybe we should all go back to CDs. I don't know what you think. I saw recently Sting did this, I don't know, like a YouTube short or something where he was opening vinyl. And I just felt so inspired. Like, it seemed so nice to have a vinyl player and listen to vinyl again. I don't know. Maybe it's coming back. So I've been into gypsy jazz lately. And I'm probably, as I've said, sometimes people ask me why I don't do gypsy jazz lessons, but there are already people who do that. I would say better than I do, and that's not my expertise, and it might be confusing for some people if I start making gypsy jazz lessons. But we'll talk about these books, but I will try to talk to everybody, not just people who are already into that. That makes sense. So that was my new books. If you don't have any questions or anything, we'll leave it at that. And yeah, thanks for joining, and see you next time.